it is said, is the bedrock of any meaningful development. Over the years, education sector in Zamfara state has seriously been neglected to an extent that the state has been ranked as one of the most backward state in the country. With Dauda-led administration in the state, however, the narration seems to be changed.
Today in this country, Zamfara is the least in the area of education, which is really, really sad. You will agree with me that without education today, there will be no meaningful development in all aspects of life. And therefore, it's a sector that must be given all the desired attention it may require. It is on record that Zamfara State today, in every indices of education, we are not there at all. We are at ground zero, and that calls for serious concern for any responsible government, and therefore there is a need to overhaul the entire sector.
In line with the rescue mission agenda of Dauda Lawal administration in education sector, a powerful visitation panel has been constituted under the able leadership of Professor Jafar Sadiq Gumi to go round various institutions of higher learning in the state with a view to ascertaining the capabilities and the need to enable the state government design better policies for improving their academic performance. The visitation panel was in the prestigious Abdu Gusau Polytechnic Talata Mufara. Receiving the panel, Director Abdu Gusau Polytechnic Talata Mufara, Dr. Suraja Abdullahi Shankafi, commended Governor Dauda Lawal for the initiative in order to assess the situation not only in Abdu Gusau Polytechnic but also to all tertiary institutions in Zamfara state.
It is my honor and privilege to welcome this esteemed distinguished visitation panel signed by the Zamfara State Government. First of its nature, first of its time in the history of our I must first and foremost commend and appreciate His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Zamfara State, Governor Abdu Lawal, who out of his initiatives bring out this good initiative to send this panel in order to physically visit us so as to assess our situation. In fact, not only for our Polytechnic Talata Mafara, but for all tertiary institutions in Zamfara State.
Dr. Suraja Abdullahi Shankafi also gave a brief history of the Polytechnic to the visitation panel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say a bit about our Polytechnic Talata Mafara and where we are today. As we are aware, the chairman of this visitation panel was once a time director of this polytechnic, the president of Professor Jafar Sadiq Gumi, and today we are happy and highly delighted to receive our senior colleague, one of our founding fathers, as the chairman of the visitation panel. He is in better position to know, together with his esteemed members, where Abdu was and where it is now. Because for you to make an assessment, you must know where you are going, and where you come from. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, I guess pronounce. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, Abdu Polytechnic Talata was established in 1956. 1956 as a training center in Sokoto State before independence, and later it was transposed to Staff Development Center with 2 branches, one in Kebbi State and one in Sokoto. And later, in 1980, the 3 branches, one in Sokoto, one in Gusau, and the other one in Kebbi, were merged together by former Governor of Sokoto State, His Excellency late Sheikh Yua, to form what was known as College of Administration, with headquarters in Sokoto. Later, the transition continued, where in 1991, the military administrator of the then Sokoto State, Colonel Bashir Sali Himanishi, thought out of the box that in the nearest future, the world economy will move towards information and technology, and that there was need to have what is called Polytechnic, Sokoto State Polytechnic, for 4 main objectives. One was skills development. That is, the one was moving towards skills development. Meaning, if you don't have skills, you'll be out of service. Two was entrepreneurship education. That is, small and scale businesses. 3, technological advancement. 4, industrial collaboration. If institutions do not collaborate with industry, they will be out of use. And the last is community development. That all of these objectives could only be achieved through polytechnic education. That is why polytechnic education is a skills development institution. And that is the mandate. That is the mandate of Polytechnic. So in 1990, Abdu, it was Sokoto State Polytechnic proposed. Then later in 1991, after the election, NRC SDP, Mara Yahya Abdu emerged as the governor of Sokoto State. After that time, there was a proposal to convert the institution to a polytechnic with a branch in Talata. But about 11 months later, his tenure was over and another military governor took over, who was Kanadiya Fuma Azu. It remained Sokoto State Polytechnic, not only Sokoto Polytechnic, up to November 1994, when we lost a great icon of northern Nigeria, the famous engineer Abdu, who was the only African Nigerian that contributed in the design and construction of famous international airport, Heathrow, London. We lost him in November 1994. As a result of that, the Sokoto State Polytechnic was renamed to Abdu Polytechnic in his memory. 1st October 1996, as we are all aware, we witnessed the creation of the Zamfara state, and then Abdu had a new rector in Gusau, the register at the registrar. I think in that 1996, November, December, they start moving to a new location where we are today. Then it was in technical college here.
The rector said the Polytechnic has produced engineers, managers, administrators, senators, House of Reps members, and also governors since inception. Issues of TED fund was also raised by the rector and the need for state government to intervene in the activities of the Polytechnic.
Since inception, Abdu Polytechnic Talata has produced hundreds of thousands of engineers, hundreds of thousands of managers, hundreds of thousands of administrators. Mr. Chairman, hundreds of thousands of politicians. We produce senators, we produce members of House of Reps. In fact, Abdu Polytechnic Talata produce a governor of Zamfara State. So the governor of Zamfara State and the governor of Zamfara State ruled Zamfara State for 8 years. Abdul was a student of Abdu Polytechnic, was a staff of Abdu Polytechnic, was a chairman, governing council of Abdu Polytechnic Talata. However, Mr. Chairman, sir, it is very important to say that where this institution is located, Talata produce 3 governors. One from your Ogura for 8 years, rule Zamfara State, governor of Zamfara State for 8 years, Mr. Chairman. Talata 8 years, making 16 years. Then Marawi 4 years. Out of this, from 1996 to date, this zone governs Zamfara State for 20 years. But it is important to note that the contribution of the previous administration have regrettably been few or far in between in terms of complementing the effort of tertiary education trust fund. Mr. Chairman, let us be sincere to ourselves. Without the intervention of TED fund, Abdu Gusau wouldn't have existed to what it is today. Because the previous administration have not been complementing the effort of tertiary education trust fund in terms of physical structure, in terms of staff training and development, in terms of ICT, in terms of other lines of intervention. This is why I talk about the evolution of Abdu so that I want to plead on behalf of my staff and the management as well as the students of Abdu to be with you to tour our campuses here at Cologne so that you can see the level of dilapidation of this institution. All those good things you are seeing are product of talent, not talent. Since the inception, the houses, sir, Mr. Chairman, sir, that you left here were never renovated since inception. The hostel accommodation we have here were never renovated, talk less of reconstruction. And these quarters, the road you can see is so dilapidated as you are going into the institution. If we go down to see the hostel and even other state government abandoned projects in the institution. This is to say that this visitation panel, you know, it has come when it is highly needed. Because that is what we can know the strength is where the state government can come in. Because we have not been having capital projects. And all this budget that we say we do budget, there's no implementation, it's zero implementation. The only thing we are benefiting from the state government is salary. In fact, Mr. Chairman, no even cash allocation. Abdu Polytechnic Talata is not included among the tertiary institutions. Zakas, they give Zakas allocation, cash allocation. Every month, up to now, they give Karbukura. They give school of nursing, but Abdu, so whenever we talk about Abdu, so they say Abdu Polytechnic, they have TED fund. People, they don't even understand what is TED fund. Mr. Chairman, sir. That's one. Two, there are so many problems that I want you to discuss extensively apart from the document that we are going to provide you with our staff through interaction. You will know more about our challenges so as to know the way forward. In terms of brain drain, we are having shortage of staff, seriously, because we train people here to do tertiary education plus one, masters, PhD. After they come back, some of them before even meeting their born period, they start sending people, politicians here and there, PhD will want to go up to university, they will run and go to university. After some time, somebody like that left to here, he ran away, he was staying here, he grew up here, he went back to university. After some time, they will start looking for position. I want to become director. If you want to become director, why can't you stay here to become director? Many people have died in the service of Abdu. Recently, Mr. Chairman, we lost more than 21 staff. There are people that we lost, including our former registrar of blessed memory, late Mane Ibrahim Jaboru, Gusau. You know him. 10 years after his death, also up to now, his family could not get their gratuity. We lost a staff, Ibrahim Wanke. I saw his son doing shoe shining here in Talata. He could not go to school because the family could not get their benefits. They are abandoned, no house. They are living in the quarters. We need the house, but we cannot check them out. Most of the people, most of the problem we are having is external posting. You take a rector or a registrar or a director house from a ministry or from university, you appoint him here. They will be teleguided. After some time, the eyes will go for money. Therefore, without any need assessment, they will be building offices that are not needed here. They will be building classrooms. We have plenty number of classrooms here. They are unused. That's why I say if we go down, we are going to see. Plenty number, you see one staff with 4 offices, a staff with 3 offices. Why? Because there is no need assessment of the institution before embarking on the project. So there is misapplication of funds. We don't have standard library. We don't have standard ICT. But you see building. So people are done whenever you see building. If there is no manpower, there is no resource person, there is no institution, sir. We are having shortage of manpower. We have new courses like I told you in private sector. We have our original planning that was recently introduced. But no manpower. We have only 2 staff. We have our original planning, estate management. We have to borrow from a QS. We have to borrow from civil engineering to manage to run because we have accreditation. Mr. Chairman, sir, we don't have enough staff in all kinds, the security unit, the registry, every unit. Now, the issue of the supporting staff. Mr. Chairman, sir, I will make it very clear here, and I have to say it categorically, even though I know I'm on camera, I have to say it. In our security unit, we have only 11 permanent staff. 11. The whole institution. We are surviving on casual staff, and this casual staff will generate what we pay them with. But today, Abdu, Polytechnic, Talata, Zamfara, including other institutions, we are categorized as revenue generating body by the state government, which is what we want to call on the state government through your intervention, that to understand that education is a social investment.
Absolutely.
Education is not revenue making, because it's like you are telling us if we need more, we should generate more. And if we do, the consequences is going to end on the receiving end, that is the less privileged. Abdu Gusau Polytechnic is the least paid polytechnic in Nigeria. Because, Mr. Chairman, sir, the list registration in Abdu Gusau Polytechnic from what we have started is what we are maintaining on to here. List registration is 24,000 for indigenous, and the highest is 44,000 for non-indigenous. Go to Federal University Gusau. I told His Excellency to his face, sir, I told him, sir, ask BC, Federal University Gusau, if he's here sitting, how much are they charging? The list they are charging now is 130,000 per course. And despite that, the funding is not enough. And in Federal University Gusau, they have more than 10,000 students. In Abdu Polytechnic, Talata, we have less than 4,000 students because the previous administration refused to pay for labor for 3 years, refused to pay for for 3 years. There's no enrollment. Non-Indians are no longer interested in coming to Zamfara because of high rate of insecurity. Enrollment is down, and that this money is what we are using to manage the institution. I have 3,000, 4,000 students. We don't have accommodation. Most of our students are residing in Talata, Zamfara town and the neighboring villages because our accommodation is not sufficient enough to accommodate them. And where they are living in the town is not conducive for learning. In the night, they have to trek to come to school and read. On their way going back, most of the time, they are attacked. We have series of attacks, vigorous attacks, and seal their belongings. Day in, day out. Mr. Chairman, sir, we have a lot of challenges, horizontally, vertically, and diagonally. The challenges are horizontal and vertical in nature. Until one will go around, because it's not about the telecom project. Let us understand that so interact with the unions. Here from their own side of the story, they have their own challenges, unnecessary reduction, Zakema reduction, national housing fund reduction. They have their own problem. We have issue of quantities, salary, Mr. Chairman. Our salary we are least paid because the quantities we are being paid is the least quantities. We are on as enemy. Federal Polytechnic, Dr. Wu, because I was a secretary of ASU. I was a financial secretary of ASU. And from the union, we have been victimized, we were undermined, we were intimidated because we were talking about the system. We are in the system, we know our system very well. So interact with them so that you will know more about this problem in order to make useful findings so that it will help your recommendation so that at the end of the day, it will not only be for the future development of our Polytechnic alone, but for the broader advancement of education in Zamfara State particularly and Nigeria by extension. Mr. Chairman, sir, this is where I stop, but I would like to take a permission. I've taken too much of your time to make a long introduction because it's disheartening. We have a lot. We are very happy to show you that we have a lot of them. In fact, we are excited to see you so that we can share this test with you. I want my registrar to say 1 or 2 words in 2 minutes. And
the chairman, Elders Forum of the Polytechnic, Malalol Baumaru, explained some terrible experiences during his time in the Polytechnic.
We really are all the leaders of this institution. I know we have a lot of challenges. I'm sorry to say my boss is here. By then, we are his lieutenants. But really by then, we accuse him of not having this place comfortable. That's why we even gave him a name. I don't want to mention the name. Yes. Because he found the situation, the environment actually was not really real academic environment that he can stay here in Zamfara. He can testify it. And when he passed along, actually I was deputy director of Sanusiyahu. I know the hectic, terrible experience we have with the administration even by then. We have been going to government house, seeing this commissioner, seeing that, but to no avail.
The registrar, Malan Kabiru Abdullahi Musa, mentions some challenges that the Polytechnic is facing and need immediate action.
Mr. Chairman and members, you may wish to be reminded that after moving this institution from Sokoto to its present Talata location about 3 decades, specifically 26 years, it has recorded a measurable number of producing many prominent personalities in every many capacity. However, it also battles with a number of challenges, some of which we hope and believe the state government will address squarely. By resolving the problem, almost to all sectors will get boost and we produce the highest manpower needs of the state and even beyond. The entire administrative, economic sectors, and the most sensitive security challenges will be improved practically. Mr. Chairman, sir, it is essential for this committee to remember that administering an educational system is distinct from managing other agencies due to certain unique concerns that require immediate actions. I believe the Honorable Chairman and his members are pretty aware of this. In order to achieve this, the management here presents an appeal to the committee to take into consideration of the following. Number one, permitting the institution to replace employees in the event of brain, death or retirement in order to fill the vacancies that could otherwise result to a teaching and learning gap. Number two, the school is in severe need of additional staff members to address labor shortage and address security hazard within the building because of its numerous structures and departments. Simultaneously, based on the NPT teacher-student ratio, the committee should take note of the fact that most of the departments are highly understaffed. Although the current administration is doing everything it can to ensure that everything runs smoothly in each of its sectors, schools, units, and departments, considering our limited financial resources. Most of the times, it makes decisions very challenging. However, Dr. Suraj Abdullahi, the cabinet director, has been tirelessly working to ensure the system survives against all odds. At this juncture, I would like to continue to implore this committee to take into account our unique predicament as a formal organization that directly serves society and to adopt some suggested solutions that could improve working conditions for the total success of our work. Doing so will professionally contribute to the growth and development of the education in the state and the country at large.
While responding, the visitation panel, under the able leadership of Professor Jafar Sadiq Gumi, gave the assurance that they will do their best to see that the Polytechnic take its right position.
So the assurance I want to give you is we're going to do our work as much as we can, and inshallah we will succeed. And I hope the government will take whatever we said seriously. Now, related to the public, I want to request the cooperation. First, we're going to discuss individually with the management team and generally, and then we'll also maybe select some members of the staff to give us some insight on whatever we feel request. But in general terms, we leave the door open for anybody who has anything to contribute as a way of contribution, either in writing or in oral. We will be here, inshallah, for about 3 days. We'll remain here, and then whatever you have, you can always meet us. And actually, I don't know my secretary. We are supposed to have aired this in that is issue of memo. Because the Polytechnic is not only for the staff and students, it's also for the general public. So we expect contribution even from the public. And actually, as part of our work, we're going to meet some stakeholders like the area and some other key stakeholders in the town to get their own view so that our own work will be as comprehensive as possible.
The way we spoke, I could actually share his pains, let me put it that way. And we are here as much as possible to provide a solution. Institutions, I know what you're talking about. They will talk of the revenue generation, that you are generating revenue, but they have forgotten that whatever you are generating, there is a particular item of cost attached to it. Now what my senior colleague is here. You are providing the services, if you are charging 24,000 naira as registration fees, 2,000 is for this, 3,000 is for this, then where is the revenue coming from? So that is the truth of the matter. We want to really tell the members of Gusau Polytechnic that by the special grace of God, we will do our very best to see that this institution takes its right position. Thank you very much.
You are not alone in this problem. The whole society is with you. And I want to say, the panel and you are working on the same page. We are looking forward to how to develop the Polytechnic. So I think we are glad to see your excitement when the rector is making his presentation. So I think we will have your maximum cooperation. And like the chairman has said, in writing or in person, whoever has anything to say can come up and or send in whatever way you want. Thank you very much.
The visitation panel also go round for a tour which begin from the Polytechnic staff quarters, student hostels, school clinic, workshop, laboratories, among others.
an ka ce mana yanzu da shi soja din yanzu akwai bukatar a sa babu waya to magana sa babu waya a kewaye yanzu abin da wurin kusan 30,350 square meters a faɗin makarantar sannan muna da extension baya wanda director physical planning ni an haɗin extension ɗinmu na baya to mu zo ka fi shi to sai muka samu ni assessment under federal minister of education sai muka ɗauki shi na gaba yanzu aka goma na ta mun ga ina ta kwambare
This man, he has to make a contribution.
Okay. Come on. But
wannan guda gidan mata guda ga can ma gidan maza mun kai can ma goma kan shi ne rana da rana abu da ko da ba ta don kun jira yi dole a yi nan nurse guda aka yi register nurse wannan hajjar wanda yanzu da nizonin nema sannan an ka tura ni primary gaskiya yanzu muna da yazin da shi ka zuwa da yau a kan da akalla kudade da za a turo just da wuce sati uku yanzu yarinya ta suna subhanallah ba mu da bus ba mu da ambulance a cikin na mun kai ga wata asibiti cikin dare sannan aka gane ta aka zo wani suka ce yar kogici da ya sarkin oke ne ce wani Allah ya bani martaba ne sarkin mafara kira ne ce mun ai ina kira shi da shi ta ciki kuma ta aure ce kuma da ciki subhanallahi ta rasu an ba mu da ba mu yi ta mu da cin da duk tabbata sai muna da su ba mu da kan kudin su suka biyan su tunda yaro ya biya wani fara shi za a tafi magani sai mu tattara dan na san ne dai zuwa na sai magani na miliyan magani na miliyan muka sai miliyan guda muka sake sai miliyan guda yanzu da lasa mai sama sai miliyan guda
No, wani wuri ne wannan. Wani wuri ne wannan.
Kuciyar kwamfuta na. Kuciyar kwamfuta na.
Language lab.
Language
Kuma Hausa ma ba ku da. Muna da Hausa. Lalle muna da Hausa.
Ina sauran National Commission ina clamps na pendulum box. Voltmeter, ammeter,
demand power wasu apparatus wanda muna son yin amfani da su da yaran wasu ba su wasu kuma reagents ne wanda consumable abubuwa ne time to time suna karewa wasu lokuta wallahi ba su.
How do you get them normally?
Mun sai muna rubuta management suke sai
yanzu wanda sun rubuta mana ko suna raba muka ce sai hankuri to haka na an sai da distiller ne ba distiller tunda yara suka biya yara suna biyan kudin faratika za mu ba ku aiki mu baya da shi ba ka san da kake ba to ta abubuwan da sun saboda tester ne mun ga sai da muka samu kuma saboda yanzu an kawo wannan polish an ce bayar kudi kuma na tura kuma shi gaban shi bai present a madina shi ba mu da shi understand saboda ka san da muke accreditation ka san mun samu accreditation na system program so ba yanzu abin da yake nuna five program da sauran da kana kama gona amma ku shi na yi
control room da kuma main studio so na muke program din da suka tashi gaba ɗaya kuma in ba shi da program da ake da yawanci kasan campus radio su shine ake sa ɗalibai akwai shi da program wanda ana makalawa aji kuma ana makalawa duk lokacin da suke da shi sun riga sun sani za su zo su yi program range of all abin da ya kama shirye-shirye ana yi tun daga labarai kuma current affairs da sauransu lokacin da aka bude that is 2016 yana a ban ina ganin ban din shi shine 80 ban din na farko 106 ne to da aka zo sai aka dan samu yan matsalar da aka samu shi ba synergy to sai aka samu abin off transmission to bayan an sake dawo wasu yan watanni sai ban kuma ya sake to daga nan kuma sai transmission ta samu failure transmitter to kusan ɗauko transmitter ne ma shi wannan sabon nan Allah ya mishi wasu sun su kaka so shi ne bayan an kawo ta kuma shi sai aka samu normal ban ne to that is bayan an samu license kamar yadda kuka sani cewa campus radio dama ba magana advertisement amma akan yi abubuwa na political awareness na yadda kusan neighboring wato village za su samu wayar da kai da sauransu so most of the program gaskiya community program ne yake ba su cewa abubuwan da ake ciki so shi cultural program da abubuwa na addini da sauransu so shi ake gudanarwa ko da yaushe ɗalibai a hakikanin gaskiya suna kokari saboda aka nuna musu suka je aiki kamar yanzu da suka tafi shekarun da suka tafi national diploma 1 sannan suka dawo za su dawo NT2 so kusan daga shekara 4 ma zuwa 5 sai muka dinga kuma ɗaukar wasu suna tsaya wani suna yi daga cikinsu wasu kuma za su je various places to haka ake yi rarraba sosai.
You know how many program is on the radio kunne yake yanzu?
Wannan dan tambaye su wani abu wato wannan program da su kuke akwai awareness of your existence. What I mean shine ka san most of yaran mu they are not aware of even availability of these facilities na makarantar mu.
Very much aware.
Yaran surrounding?
Saboda ai kasan transmission ɗin gabaki da
kwanaki. Bisa nake nufi. Facilities na technology. Ba wai radio ba.
They are not aware.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wato wurin tallata don ya magana social wani
babu.
What of technology?
Sannan su ba su ma san game da wasu abubuwan gaba ya kai an ka zo lokacin tattauna a rubuta ya ce wani rubutu a kawo a supply an gama shi kenan a je a yi tattauna su so amma mu da mun ka zo saboda ni na zauna da director in tattauna kuma na san duk inda abubuwan su suke in shugaba bai da interest ga abu kaga wani zo ne mu to shine yanzu mafi yawan za ga wani dubu da kura yanzu ne muka tatar da wajejen so yanzu ne muke son irin wannan abubuwa observation da kai sai a bada shawarwari sai a ga da za a ingantawa insha Allah.
In addition din kamar da kawai a lokacin muke interview da su shi sarki ya yi mana wannan tambayar da kai exactly sarki Mafara to lokacin sai muka samu semester guda biyu muna yi to daga nan kuma abun sai season yanzu misali kaga in the end of printing yanzu wannan kaga assignment ne ma this is just stamp paper ba wai project bane ko na is just stamp paper to shi yasa ina sa ran kwarai kuma ba ku sai ku tafi saboda abun nan wannan na yan part time ne wannan da full time HND alhamdulillah this is the second batch da ake na HND kuma kamar yau kuka samu labari yanzu ka san ainihin bundle na HND din ya koma da kashi ka dinga HND print and broadcast HND public relation and advertising da kuma HND media and film so haka insha Allah to this one mun san cewa wanda suke broadcast za su ƙara samun effort a nan insha Allah
so abun da na kun ni my only this na ga program
kika bashi lamu
kamar yanzu na wurin lalle
ka gwada mana ya kuke
bismillah yanzu da shi this is my cook
shine in charge daga electrical engineering shine jin na engineering amma kuma shi ke monitoring masscom electrical aspects
yanzu misali I'm going on here now to madalla ana sauraron Abdu Gusau Poly daga mita 91 a zangon FM dan Allah ya kai mu zuwa anjima za mu kawo muku da kaɗai ba su gatarwa na daban insha Allah.
Projects. Ana ba su project on that. Amma you can do a lot with it.
Sosai.
Kun samu ɓangaren na shekara. Mun zariya misali ai rely much on that. Kan testing to.
Su problem ne ba hada shi da
so manually muke
amfani da shi
ya hana hada
wanda ya kamata ya zo su installing din su hada wanda suka san yadda abu ne shine
amma ba an ce wanda suka siyo shi ya kamata
su ya kamata su wasu ko yanzu nan ciki akwai sabbin implement da an ka kawo na waɗanda har yanzu part din su ba
yanzu ba ina zuwa yanzu kaga a SLT akwai wa'anda suna nan na query din su na ke sakin percentage din su saboda sun kawo kaya sun yi dumping ba a zo an kai clearance ba babu proper installation so mun ko ba mu ya sannan san tattauna saboda ana hana mu mai accessing su suka intervention saboda suna kushin din mu wai exhaustion abin da aka yi ko kai mu kuma muna so mu yi maza dan mu tai gaba so muna nan muna takaddama da suna ɗaya rubutu amma dai sun yi responding da su ma wanda ya science wannan da same problem muka ba da su engineer
da kuka je a soil da hydraulics duk akwai sababbin da aka kawo da lokacin accreditation wasu ma parts din nasu they are not complete ba a kawo su ba aka samu
ba mu biya su ba suna da kuɗi amma su kudo su ce saboda dala ta tashi ba su abin su da suna kawo ne nan kuma ne. Carpentry.
So what recycle ne kuke nashi?
Recycle.
Lokacin Profesa Tukurwa.
Section according to the schools we have. Kamar yadda ne bayani cewa kowane course yana da kuma program yana da nashi wani ya kada ɗaliban science da wani ya yi nuna so wani da science ake wanda ke mazi two departments masan star computer science da kuma SLT so dukkan su ɗaliban wannan ne wani su da na gaya muku wanda muna da 9 programs SLP suna da 4 programs MD na 10 programs haka ma computer science suna da 4 programs MD da 10 programs SLT a master star su ne suke da MD da HND so dukkan ɗaliban nan ne ake expected su karatu wanda kila in ka raba department per seat za ka ga cewa kila ko da department da wace sa ce ne
Let's go. Take a logo.
ya abubuwan da abubuwa ne da ya kamata a koyi wa idan gwamnati tana so a shirya a yi kwamfani da hanyoyin da wata da ya da ma a samu wani abu a ƙara wani abu a ƙara da abu ne
zan ba sakatare waɗanda
ya ba mu don mu wannan kuma duk mun booklet na exam wannan majini da amma ba amma dai ba su gama kawo kaya ba a biya su ne ba su san kaya ba da masu samu
ana magana bari su mai
yana ɗaya daga cikin abin da ya sami su ɗin za ku wani duk tambaye su ne da kuma wani kake wanda ya ce wata shida da aka hannun kowa sunan duk kashe ki kuma yanzu ranka yi dole ne su rance gaba da yanzu ne ba na tun can na ya riga kuma ka san ranka ne structure da abu ya buɗe haka ta ci gaba da rashin ne iska ba wani bari daga nan amma
wata 3 da shigo
internal monitoring team.
Sai yanzu mutum ya zo gidanka ya ce zai yi maka kuma kai za ka amfani
ba mana da matsala ba kai sai ka ce mana da kowa da kowa abinda an da matsala ce ta leadership yana zuwa da idan shugaba misali yanzu director works director physical planning yana da limitation tun da ba daren labor ba aikin nan akwai consultant number one ba makarantar gwamnati ta ita ka ɗaukar consultant ya yi designing
duk da yadda abin da nake cewa kai end users kuna da contribution in that with even they don't have to know. Thank you. Kawai da ina da shi na wallahi ba zai yi am shakin ko me zo wurin da Allah compromise because what be my suspect I'm suspecting Allah ya yi su contractors su yi observing wanda ake charge because what have you done? Because there should be on record
a courtesy visit was also made by the Visitation Panel and management of the Polytechnic to Emir of Talata Mafara, Al-Haji Dr. Bello Muhammad Bramo, to seek for a blessing and further advice.
Allah ya taimake ka.
Amin.
Allah ya kara ma lafiya.
Amin.
Mun sanar da wannan kwamiti irin gudunmuwar da wannan masarauta mai albarka take ba mu da wannan makaranta na goyon baya da shawarwari wanda hakikanin gaskiya mun gaya musu kuma sun jiya ga bakin wasu mukarrabai da jami'an gwamnati da na tsaro da makamantansu irin taimakon da kake bamu. Allah ya saka ma da alkhairi ya mai martaba. Amin. Allah ya taimake ka. Allah ya kara ma lafiya. Amin. Wannan gira Allah ya sa masa albarka. Amin. Wannan ƙasa ta mu da take fuskantar matsaloli daban-daban na tsaro da makamantansu Allah ya ba mu zama lafiya.
Amin. Farin ciki da irin rabon da muka samu da makaranta da kuma mutanen gari. Babban sakon da muke tafi da shi shine game da wannan kwamiti wanda rector ya yi maka bayani na farko, kuma ƙarin bayani shine kowa ya san irin matsayin da wannan sabon gwamnati ta ɗauka wanda har sun kai ga kiliyar wato an kira da ake cewa dokar ta ɓaci duk cikin neman hanyar warware matsalolin ilimi na jihar na aka kafa wannan kwamiti wanda yake shine na farko kusan ma duk ƙasar nan za mu ce ga jihar wanda aka san visitation shine universities na da kuma polytechnics na federal, amma wannan kusan shine na farko wanda da mu muka sani gwamnatin jiha da kafa kwamiti a binciko mata matsalolin makarantu na gaba da secondary school. So wanda shi zai ƙara nuna irin muhimmanci da gwamnati ta ba wannan ilimi da kuma zimma su ta yin kyautata ilimi a jihar. Zamana nan na san irin yadda kai kanka ka ɗauki ilimi don da irin jawabin da ka yi mana kuma da irin taimakon da ka yi mana, saboda haka ban yi mamaki ba maganar da rakto da ni shahidi ne, kuma muna godiya kan wannan. Kan haka dai muka zo neman samun naka tubaraki da kuma shawarwari waɗanda za su taimaka mana na gudanar da namu aiki.
Haka kamar da aka saba, insha Allah za mu ci gaba da tafiya nan in Allah ya yarda. Shi wata irin gudunmawa da ya kamata mu bayar, insha Allah za mu bayar da ita. Alhamdulillah farko ga tarayyar dogonan yana matsayin dan majalisa na masarauta kuma wanda a shugaban wannan kwamiti na ilimi don haka yin Allah yadda abubuwan da ke na ciki don Allah yadda za mu tsaya wannan mai sauri a kansu kuma in ta kama mu gabatar maku da su rubuce insha Allah don ne kara godiya gare ku da kuma Allah mai sarki ya ba da nasara a wannan aikin.
Amin.
Kuma ya saka shi da zargauna kan wannan tunani ya sa abin da zai amfane mu ne da al'umma ga baki daya.
Amin.
Muna kan da sarki wannan fitinu da mu halu na shi tsaro Allah ya tabbatar mana da wannan zama lafiya. Amin. A masarautar mu jama'a da kasa baki daya. Amin. Kuma yadda ku zo lafiya kuma muna roƙon Allah ya mai shi gidajen ku lafiya. Amin.
As the visitation panel complete a 3-day tour, the management and students of the Polytechnic, alongside people of the state, look forward to Dauda Lawal-led administration in the area of uplifting education sector in Zamfara state.
Duk wani makircin bawa bai hani iko na sana so.